Ripple plans to hold on to 25% of the total XRP supply, possibly forever. That's the buzz making waves, but let's pump the brakes for a second because there's more to this story. This claim stems from an official Ripple document, but the issue here is how the facts are being spun online. One viral account alone has spread this narrative to over 250,000 people, and it's causing a fair amount of confusion. Since this is an XRP-focused channel, I felt it was time to clear the air.
I've been trading crypto successfully for over 380 days, consistently closing every month in profit. In the last 90 days alone, my followers have earned over $29,000 in profits by copying my trades. Want to see my verified stats? Click the first link in the profile description and start copying my trades for free today.
Now, while we're on the topic of crypto whales, let's look at the big fish in Bitcoin waters too. Strategy just dropped nearly $2 billion to snag 20,356 Bitcoin, bringing their stash close to a jaw-dropping 500,000 BTC. That's serious whale territory. Before we dive deeper, let me remind you, I'm not a financial advisor. This is just me, a crypto enthusiast, sharing my thoughts for fun. Don't buy or sell based on what I say here. That said, yes, Ripple's holding 25% of XRP is true, but there's more to unpack, so let's get into it. The Crypto Basic recently dropped a headline that's stirring up the XRP community. Ripple will retain 25% of XRP supply, no longer relevant. Here's the scoop. A community member, Zaif, or however you pronounce it, XAIF, shared a post that's been making waves. Crazy update. Ripple announced they'll retain 25% of XRP for sustainability. This means only 75 billion coins will be in circulation, basically like burning 25% without actually burning them. Super bullish. XRP. This post has already racked up nearly 250,000 views, and the buzz keeps growing. But what's the story behind this? Turns out, this isn't just speculation. There's an actual Ripple document backing it up. Here's the key takeaway. Ripple plans to keep 25% of all XRP to fund operations, distribute profits, and incentivize market makers, gateways, and consumers to adopt the protocol. With XRP being finite, increased demand should drive its value up. Ripple believes this alignment benefits both the company and users, driving the protocol to scale and reach its full potential. Let's clear the air on Zaif's claim about retaining 25% of XRP and comparing it to burning 25% of the supply. Here's the deal. Retaining XRP isn't the same as burning it. Burning means removing it from circulation permanently, like what Stellar did with XLM. But Zaif's statement? They didn't specify a timeline. A day, a year, a decade? Who knows? This isn't burning, folks. Former Ripple employee Matt Hamilton weighed in on this yesterday, calling out the claim as nonsense. Why? Because Zaif's update is based on a document from 2014. Yep, over a decade ago. Hamilton even posted, "Stop it with this nonsense," and received 159 likes, mine included. But here's the kicker. The guy behind this claim ignored Hamilton entirely while replying to countless others. Suspicious, right? Looks like classic engagement farming. He knows the tweet's misleading, but he's soaking up the likes and attention. Even with only 6,581 followers, he's keeping the post up, likely because it's fueling his engagement metrics. And now, because of this drama, I feel compelled to set the record straight. Here's the actual document, the Ripple Protocol, a deep dive for finance professionals, dated November 2014, page 17, if you're curious. So yeah, this claim isn't just wrong, it's ancient history. Let me walk you through this. Pay attention because it's important. Right here, 25% of XRP. Yes, Ripple did write that, but here's the kicker. They never promised to hold on to 25% of XRP forever. This is old news and completely irrelevant now. Want to know the latest XRP distribution plan from Ripple? I've got it for you. But here's the catch. It's still old. The most recent update I could find is from 2017. Yep, 6 years ago. If you've come across anything newer about Ripple's long-term XRP distribution strategy, let me know. I'd love to credit you and share it on my channel. Honestly though, it makes sense why Ripple has stayed quiet. Announcing big plans for their XRP holdings in today's cryptosphere would be asking for a media storm. When no one was paying attention years ago, they could talk openly. But now, every headline is scrutinized and twisted. Why add fuel to the fire? Ripple likely has an internal plan for XRP distribution, but making it public right now, not exactly beneficial for them or the company's image. So, let me show you what I found from 2017. Sure, these plans may have evolved since then, But even this old information debunks the idea that Ripple will never sell 25% of their XRP. This info comes straight from Ripple's own blog, Ripple Insights. Let's dive in. Flashback to May 16, 2017, a lifetime ago. At that point, I had no idea XRP even existed. It wasn't until November that year that I finally jumped in. But here's the headline. Ripple to place 55 billion XRP in escrow to ensure certainty of total XRP supply. If you've been around the block, you probably know this already. Ripple holds the majority of XRP in escrow. Thanks to the cryptographic security of the system, that XRP is literally locked up tight. Even if Ripple wanted to access it, they couldn't. Instead, a set amount is released monthly, with most of it rolling right back into a new escrow. It's like a revolving door for XRP. No need to dive into the article. Let's look at the chart. I've highlighted this on my channel before, and it's worth revisiting. It's been a long journey, but let's take a look back at Ripple's ambitious plans for XRP back in 2017. They had a 30-year roadmap for distributing their XRP holdings. Yes, 30 years. Here's the original distribution curve they envisioned. Time in years on the bottom, XRP in circulation in billions on the left. By year 30, Ripple planned to hold just about 7% of the total XRP supply. You can see how the curve flattens toward the end. Quite a contrast to their current holdings. Fast forward to today, and things haven't quite gone as projected. Right now, the circulating supply of XRP is roughly 58 billion, way below where their plan had them 8 years in. So, what happened? Ripple's XRP sales have been much slower than expected, and it's likely intentional. They're careful not to flood the market, selling only tiny fractions of XRP at a time to avoid impacting the price. Smart, right? Of course, they couldn't have predicted the SEC lawsuit, which has undoubtedly shaped this timeline. But one thing's clear. Ripple's strategy has always been to play the long game while balancing market dynamics. Who knows what's next? The price of XRP has likely been suppressed by government actions to some unknown extent, which could explain a lot. Maybe if that weren't the case, things would look a lot different today. It's also possible Ripple adjusted their strategy along the way, tweaking their approach for reasons we might never know, because let's be real, they're not going to discuss that openly. What we do know, though, is Ripple's original 2017 plan showed they aimed to reduce their XRP holdings to around 7% over 30 years. And no, they weren't planning to stop selling entirely after that. It would just slow down. The idea that Ripple would always hold 25% of XRP? Flat out wrong. This isn't speculation, it's factual as of 2017. Fast forward to now, Ripple continues selling XRP as it makes sense, steadily decreasing their holdings. Now here's the kicker. Did you know the two largest Bitcoin holders collectively own over 7% of Bitcoin's supply? Yep, that's right. Between MicroStrategy, now rebranded as Strategy, and Satoshi Nakamoto's holdings, they've got a massive chunk of the pie, and it's only growing. Meanwhile, Ripple is actively reducing its XRP stash, yet somehow XRP critics, especially Bitcoin maximalists, are quick to call Ripple out for its holdings while ignoring the growing Bitcoin whale situation. Hypocrisy much? Let's be honest. Sure, Ripple holds more XRP percentage-wise, but the trend is clear. They're selling. Bitcoin, on the other hand, seems to be consolidating into the hands of a few whales, yet no one bats an eye. So, what happens decades from now when Ripple's holdings are minimal? What's the argument then, Bitcoin maxis? The criticism of Ripple holding XRP feels lazy, dishonest, and frankly, a bit desperate. Oh, and by the way, Strategy, just bought even more Bitcoin. They now hold nearly 500,000 BTC. But hey, I'm sure that's totally fine, right? The total Bitcoin supply will never exceed 21 million. Of that, Satoshi Nakamoto alone holds over 1 million, a staggering 7% of the total. Add in MicroStrategy's 20,356 Bitcoin, acquired at $1.99 billion, averaging $97,514 per coin, and you've got two entities controlling a massive chunk of the market. Impressive conviction? Sure. Concerning? Absolutely. Here's the thing. Bitcoin maxes love to criticize Ripple and XRP, but at least Ripple's holdings are completely transparent and mostly locked in escrow. Where's that same level of accountability from Bitcoin whales like Michael Saylor? Why hasn't he locked his Bitcoin in escrow to ensure he can't sell it all at once? If he's so confident in holding forever, why not make it impossible to sell? Actions speak louder than words. And let's not forget Satoshi's 1 million BTC. While unlikely, what if Satoshi or their heirs decides to dump? That's over 5% of the total supply hitting the market. The ripple effect, pun intended, would be catastrophic, sparking panic and chaos. So the next time toxic Bitcoin maxis come for XRP, remind them, over 7% of Bitcoin's supply is held by just 2 entities, with no guarantees it won't be dumped. Where's the transparency? Where's the proof of reserves? Until they can answer that, their accusations hold no weight. If even a tiny fraction of Bitcoin from one of those old wallets moves, global markets would lose their minds. You'd see chaos and probably a massive sell-off. Now, let's talk Ripple. Their strategy is clear: slow and steady distribution over time. We don't know the exact details. They're a private company, so they don't have to spill the beans, but maybe we'll get more transparency if they go public someday, which seems likely. Of course, they'll keep selling. Why wouldn't they? They've got an appreciating asset with rising demand. It's just smart business to take reasonable profits over time, and that's what they've been doing. No drama here, folks. But then we get to this Zafy guy stirring the pot. Honestly, it's frustrating. This feels like calculated misinformation just to boost engagement. And guess what? It worked. 250,000 views. Still, it's disappointing to see. Anyway, just my 2 cents. Remember, I'm not a financial advisor, so don't make any big moves based on what I say. Seriously, that'd be a terrible idea. Stay sharp out there.